Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
Clean that, bro. It's nasty.
Ew.
Jeremy, of all people, you're like Mr. Cotty slipping on that one. Huh? That looks like in ear.
This is HR of Bad Brains and Human Rights. You're listening to the Tapping Out Show with Jeremy and Matt.
Thank you for watching the Tapping Out Show. This is Matt and Jeremy. We're going to do
Strike's Colossus of Clout. It's a red ale. We love red ales. It's one of the very few things that Matt and I actually agree on, especially if they're hoppy or they're malty. And it has to be one or the other. Like, it has to be the gnarliest, craziest red.
It's got to be pretty red. We did actually a Scottish red on the show that's from Scotland, and we both love that one.
So this one's 6.5. These guys are actually the ones that did the, I can't remember the name.
Santa Cruz collaboration.
Right, it was a Santa Cruz. How long have we lived in California? Can't say the word Santa Cruz.
I can. I've actually been there.
Yeah, your grandma's gonna eat
caramel. This one has caramel, chocolate, coffee, molasses, which I haven't had too many things actually that have molasses in it.
It might work for a red.
Yeah, so let's try it.
Anyways, but we really liked the last Strike beer we had too, by the way.
Yeah, I've had some of their IPAs. I can't remember what they're called, but I remember seeing
Didn't we have it with Hemmel? Shout out to Hemmel. Miss you.
I've had some mostly out here, just hanging out.
In Saint Diego?
Yes. And some in Orange County.
Speaking of which, San Diego folks, please bring back the red ale. The red ale. All right, so it's amber. It's definitely a red. Ooh, that one's going to be malty as fuck.
It's very malty, very sweet.
That has to be the molasses, right? There's not a lot of sediment, which is weird because a lot of reds, especially when there's a lot of shit in it, like there's shit in it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, this thing looks
kind of dark, almost like a Scots ale. Like,
pretty thick.
It's a 6.5, so it can't be too potent. I don't know, man. Ready?
Cheers.
It's like sweet and tart all at the same time with no hop in it whatsoever. Like, it literally is malt, sweet, and then there's something that's almost not tart but maybe bitter.
It's probably the coffee.
You think so?
Or the cocoa nibs.
It's actually not a bad combo. It's just kind of... I was expecting, especially when something's that sweet in the beginning, it kind of just keeps going, especially if it's malty.
I mean, me personally, that's not my favorite kind of red. Usually the ones that we get are thicker. This one is like really throwing me off because it's kind of like watery.
Not like, watery. It's yeah, I kind of agree with you. It's
and then like you taste the flavor. I don't know. It's just really kind of throwing me off just because it's. I mean, it's not
like a back end thing, right?
It's not like an ale, right? Usually the reds that we are
thicker,
ales, like
an ale. Red ales. Yeah, I got you.
But this is, to me, it's
almost like
a
lager,
like a lager or a light beer.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Then like the taste hits you.
It says red ale. That's weird because now that you said that, you know what it reminds me of? Remember Boston Ale? Not Boston Lager.
Yeah.
Boston Ale. It has that kind of like.
It's just.
And for being 6.5, like
that's really light to drink, and then the flavor kind of hits you. It's just kind of throwing me off, but.
Which is weird because like usually that would be like a cool thing.
But I'm like getting the flavor notes now, like I'm kind of tasting them after.
Like in the back, that's what I said, in the back you can taste it. And it's weird because it's a lot of malt, it's a lot of coffee. I don't really get the molasses, but maybe that's the sweet thing that I'm getting.
Yeah.
But the tart, you're right, it's definitely the coffee. It's definitely the coffee. Like, there's no other way to put that. Like, because it almost tastes like, you know when you left your coffee out for too long?
A connoisseur kind of beer.
No, you know when you left your coffee out too long?
Yeah.
And I like iced coffee, but you know what I'm talking about, the lukewarm.
Try not to ever do, yeah.
Yeah, when you just like that little, like, and it's kind of like tart,
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Well, because I think there's acid or something in there that does that.
Well, it's antioxidant.
Yeah,
whatever.
Like that.
I mean, for San Jose,
What would you rate this beer?
I don't know, dude. Like, because I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. Like, I don't know how else to put that. Like,
I mean, I'm honestly like the 3.5, 3.75 range.
I can go 3.5. 3.5 out of 5?
3.5 out of 5.
Because I don't really know how to feel about it. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's weird.
It doesn't taste bad.
I feel kind of like just out of it, just trying to describe it and just.
Well, especially because me and you love reds. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like Killian's, but like bitter.
Yeah, I would say kind of like that, but it just, I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just, to me, the drinkability and the flavors is kind of different than what I'm used to with this kind of beer.
Well, so
I expected a little something different. Just like some of the dark beers you gave me, I expected to be like, oh my God, this is going to be like rough, man. And I drink it and I'm like, oh my God, like it's so good.
Oh, like that last, yeah.
And then some of the ones you give me, I'm like, oh my God, it is exactly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, it's just overpowering. This is like light.
But not.
Yeah. But it's just not what I'm used to. Almost
It's not only not light, but it is light. But then the alcohol content's like kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it's bitter. Like it's sweet and then really, like you said, that back end, it's bitter. Like it really tastes like stale coffee.
I think someone that would drink this beer, this would be something good with like some cheese and wine plate, like some cheese and, crackers or something. You're just kind of chilling, a cigar or something, maybe some Italian food. I think this would be probably a hard beer to get like buzzed or drunk off of, but this is more like if you're just having like a glass of wine,
something heavy.
Yeah, and maybe you're just gonna have this, and this would probably bring out a good notes in a certain type of food or something like that. To be honest, we're just not that classy. When we drink, we're just trying to get fucked up, and we're eating red meat and stuff.
Well, now I'm kind of sitting there thinking like a little bit of prosciutto.
This would be a good pairing, like
prosciutto and cheese or a cigar. But you have to back this with like a fine scotch or a cognac.
Yeah, it's.
This would be I know there's a bunch of people we know that drink cognac. If you drink scotch cognac, pick this up as a back. Dude, do I have any upstairs?
So I think that's what this beer would be good for.
I'm going with 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5.
3.5 out of 5. It's funny too because like the less that we drank this, I can taste it more in my mouth. And it's funny because I wanted to switch this up because we have so many hoppy beers that I wanted to palate cleanse. And this is going to throw off everything else we have tonight because it's still in my mouth.
Well, there's caramel.
Not in a bad way.
Well, and caramel is something that sits in your mouth, right? The molasses, it's malty. I think it's the dark caramel malts maybe too.
Touch of roast. That might be the sour.
Yeah.
Anyways, 3.5 out of 5 for the Tapping Out Show. We might finish these up. I feel bad because it's not a bad beer. It's just not. It's false advertising. That's all
I just think I just look at it that everyone has their own take, just like you can have somebody's West Coast IPA, you can have somebody's bourbon barrel aged beer.
Yeah, but that Santa Cruz one that they did was a red, and that shit was bitching, dude. Like that shit was amazing.
But that's not what they were probably going for on this. That's our kind of red.
Right.
And this is some fancy shit that we
just over our expertise.
Yeah.
Over our flavor palette.
And just like certain types of wine and stuff. I've had people like, oh, try this, it's so great. And they're like, oh, this shit's horrible, dude. I mean, and to them, it's hitting some kind of flavor notes or whatever.
And they'd just rather have some Gallo.
And I would rather have like just something that I'm into,
Some Santa Cruz or some Temecula wine.
I like Riesling. Riesling's that's good.
So we're going to wrap this out. If you want to hit us up, info@tappingoutshow.com is our email. And then Tapping Out Show, all one word. Put it in your search engine. Find us. Besides that, you guys have a good night.
Cheers.
Cheers.